Okay, now that we got the technical difficulties out of the way, always a challenge. Okay, we're going to do an intention to create reality together that we want. So if you could find a place for about 30 minutes to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be really great. Let's go ahead and get comfortable. And then when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All of your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I'd like you to get a full breath. Start with your lower belly and then your upper abdomen. And then maybe expand your lower rib cage out towards the back. Really fill up. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, I'd like you to breathe the light directly into your heart, and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these wonderfully loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees, and we feel everything relax. In every body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to allow to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, just this incredible vitality and efficiency. Then we move up to our upper legs, the buttocks, hips, pelvic area, and we feel everything loosen. Moving into the inner organs, the rib cage, the breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position, arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we'll bring our attention up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes, so I want you to release anything that you're finding there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Moving down into the jaw, we allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And we feel all of our facial muscles melting into this pool of perfect relaxation. And we see if we can't get our eyes to soften just a few extra degrees. And moving inwards, we ask the right brain to relax and the left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch for now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want the mind to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now we're going to deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. So let's enlist the help of the elements to help us deal with these thoughts. Slow them down, observe them, let them go. We'll start with the element of fire. It's a beautiful tool for this job as it naturally burns up anything that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. So perhaps you can envision yourself being totally bathed in full sunlight. You can feel the radiation of heat on your skin from it, this wonderful sensation of life. And then we'll call in the element of water, also a beautiful tool to help us with our thoughts, as water naturally retains memory in every drop. So perhaps we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. And then we just observe and watch as all those negative thoughts and patterns, any traumas that our bodies are holding on to, simply detaches and floats downstream. Then we'll call in the element of air, feeling the breeze of the wind against our skin. Maybe it's raising a few goosebumps. And its specialty is to pull out all of our stories that we tell ourselves, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And finally, we call in the earth with her magnetic properties to pull towards her and stick to her anything that's still heavy, any burdens we're still carrying. Trusting her to transform those energies into something higher vibrational, maybe akin to a seed sprouting into a new plant, new life. And thoughts have this tricky way of kidnapping us sometimes and taking us away on these wild rides. It happens to all of us very often. So anytime you catch yourself, you find yourself on one of these tangents, I want you to just gently, as soon as you realize it, gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, back to your breath. And sometimes it's simply just the practice of continually bringing yourself back. And then you'll find that the thoughts have less power to pull you away anymore. You get to stay longer in this beautiful, generous present moment with its limitless possibilities. Now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I want you to feel this viscerally, this journey. So I want you to feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you're gliding down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access. VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead right now and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a bit. Brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of which you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical bodies that we're quite used to our energetic or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. And one of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of unimaginable power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. You could just open yourself up to any universal healing. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. Everything in phase. Now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then expand to include your community, and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention, sending those frequencies out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody's warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness and information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire planet. So, what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to envision this all as already happened. It has already happened, it is done, so say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in art, in laughter, in playing. And see us all at this huge outdoor music festival. Everybody simply rejoicing. And feeling all the relationships healing. Love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's simply magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something marvelous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all of the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed into a higher resonance frequency, something more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion, sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy. just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your beautiful reality, whether you're having a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, maybe seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk in the forest, or on the mountain, enjoying the serenity, maybe you're having a laugh with your buddies, or you're creating something new and wonderful in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your beautiful reality, just stop right now and look at all the beauty surrounding you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. And now I'd like to just connect with some gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take your entire beautiful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball. Make it crackle with life. And then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball, and then when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel all the concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing our planet in these frequencies of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit to really come back in. And when you feel like you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on demand anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't have to put so much effort into it anymore. We'll just become, once again, natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. If you've been doing these intentions for a while, have fun with it. Do the single conscious breaths of intention anytime you get a few seconds during your day. When you're brushing your teeth, you're cooking supper, you're standing in line. Bring it all back with one breath. And then I want you to just play with it and notice over the next couple of weeks as you're integrating this into your life, what kind of shifts are you experiencing? What kind of synchronicities are happening for you? So I'll leave you with that on this beautiful day, and we'll see you again for the next intention tomorrow.